The Celtics. New York was 0-4 against Boston in the regular season and opened up as huge underdogs in this series. The Celtics are minus 900 to win the series after winning all 4 regular season matchups by an average of 16.2 points per game in the regular season. The Boston Celtics have won 5 straight, best of 7 playoff series in 5 games or fewer, the second longest streak in NBA history, behind 6 straight by the 2018 Golden State Warriors. Wendy, before I get to you, hold on for a second, please. Y'all give me for a second right here. We got to do the Molly imitation. I think my nose is a little shiny. Could you do that, please, right there? Thank you. All right. Right on. Right there. Let's get that out the way, right? Just want to make sure, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what Molly does. That's what Molly does. I mean, I'm hosting. Am I not? You know what I'm saying? Got to do it, all right? Wendy, let me ask you this question. What's more likely? The Knicks getting swept? The Knicks getting swept or pushing this series to 7 games? Which one is it?
I'm standing on that if the Knicks get this to 6 games, that it's a spectacular accomplishment. And that's not a commentary on the Knicks as much as it's a commentary on the Celtics. I just want to remind everybody, they're 20-4 in the last 2 postseasons. That's over 5 series. Nobody has taken them to 6 games. And let me tell you something else. Yesterday, and I know there's a lot going on, but the Celtics made news by having no news when they put out their injury report and there was nothing on it. No Porzingis, no Drew Holiday, no Jaylen Brown. Everybody is healthy. Nothing. No Al Horford. They are going to be full power tonight with rest. Now, the Knicks have got to do 2 things, in my view. One, they have got to get this game to the 4th quarter. They've got to figure out a way to stay attached. Don't let Boston make a 25-point game. Give Jalen Brunson a chance to cook. We know he is awesome in these situations. He thrives. There's nobody better. Give him a chance to get into a steal situation. The second thing they got to do, and I'll back off of Perk because I know Perk has a strong opinion, but they've got to come up with a better defensive game plan. Because in the regular season, they gave up 21 threes per game against the Celtics, and Tatum averaged 34 points against them. They've got to give themselves a better chance to do it. And, they've got to also do something with Porzingis, because what I suspect, Porzingis is going to guard Josh Hart or whatever non-shooter on the floor that they're not worried about, and he's going to sit in the middle of the lane to try to get in Brunson's way. All of those are game plan techniques that Tibbs has to have an answer for.
Swagoo, I got to tell you, I never, it's rare in the day where we say a Tom Thibodeau team has to come up with a better defensive plan. But Wendy's right on the money with it. What are your thoughts about it? Swagoo?
Well, the problem with the defensive scheme is it's the Celtics. So they're going to give people a problem coming up with a scheme all the time. And Wendy made the greatest point that everybody is going to be there. Another thing before I talk about, I think they go closer to pushing this to a game 7 than to get swept. I cannot wait to watch this Drew Holiday and Jalen Brunson matchup. Because as much as we miss the clutch in Jalen Brunson, Drew Holiday still is to be respected for how he can lock people up and defend in critical moments and situations in games as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing that matchup. But more importantly, when you think about the Knicks, the one game, and obviously I know Drew Holiday didn't play that game, which was a factor, but Cat and Jalen Brunson are going to have to be special. We saw Wagner and we saw Paolo in the one win that Orlando went off. I think Wagner went off for 32 and Paolo had 29. This is about stars. If you're going to beat the Boston Celtics, or at least to win this point, push them to a 4th quarter in a game. It's going to be knocking shots down with Cat. It's going to be matching that intensity that Boston brings, not only on the offensive side, but defensively. But more importantly, man, this is a superstar series. This is the $200, $300 million guy series if you're the New York Knicks. And they have to show up each and every quarter in every minute of this game. And when they're off, obviously the bench has to come up. But this is a Brunson, a Cat Williams game, and they are going to have to find something either from OG or get somebody else going on this team to make up for something that may lack.
I get where you're coming from, and Perk. Before I come to you, I just want to say to both you and Swagoo, I'm coming to you.
No, you can't keep doing this.
Hold on.
But you can't keep doing this as the host. Listen to me.
I'm not giving a take. I'm not giving a take.
Molly don't do this. Molly don't do this. Like, you can't keep coming in between everybody. You got to let us have a conversation. If you're going to be the host, then be the host. Right. But damn it, you talking too much right now.
Did you
let
know?
us have a conversation.
Did you know I got control of a mute button? I could have muted you right now, but I didn't do it. But go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, let's get it. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Listen,
go ahead, Perk.
I respect.
It's a few things. Number one, Tom Thibodeau is on the hot seat. He's on the clock. Yeah. He's on the clock. This better go to 7 games. I believe it will. I got Boston picked to win the 7, but I think the Knicks will push them to 7, and the Knicks actually got a shot to win this series. I think the physicality of the Detroit series helped them to prepare for this series. When you talk about Asua Thompson and the pressure and the defense that he was trying to put on Jalen Brunson, I think that got Brunson ready. Although he couldn't even stop Jalen Brunson, still he averaged 32, 34 in that series. 31, excuse me. Here's the thing when I look at the Knicks. The most important player in this series is Karl Anthony Towns. It's Karl Anthony Towns. The inconsistency that we saw in that last series against Detroit, they can't have that out of him. 2 games where he had 10 points. He was guarded by Tobias Harris majority of the series. Even his best 2 games were 22 points and 10 rebounds average. That can't happen. Listen, Karl Anthony Towns needs to be 30 and 15, and he could do it. He could do it. We saw him do it last year when he outplayed Jokic in the semifinals in the West, right? Defensively. At some point, Tom Thibodeau is going to have to challenge him. And I'm glad Wendy left this open for me. If Tom Thibodeau start this game tonight and I'm watching Karl Anthony Towns be in that drop coverage, I'm going to scream. I'm going to scream. I'm going to scream. It doesn't work against the Celtics. And you talk about Tatum and what he averaged against the Knicks. He averaged 34. You know why? Because they just bring Karl Anthony Towns up in the pick and roll, and Tatum just picks his poison. He either come off the screen for a pull-up 3, or he's attacking Karl Anthony Towns downhill. And no one can sit up here and tell me that Karl Anthony Towns can't guard the perimeter. Challenge him. I just watched Alfred Şengün and Steven Adams do an outstanding job on pick and rolls on Steph Curry. Karl Anthony Towns on both ends of the floor has to show up and show out. And with help of Tom Thibodeau, putting him in position to do that. And Swagoo, the last thing, Stephen A., and I'm done. I'm glad you brought this point up. One of the best duos in the game, pick and roll duos this season, was Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. We need to see more of that in this series. Not isolation, pick and roll, pick and pop, pick and roll, more pick and roll, pick and pops.
Well,